What's stopping you from getting better at guitar? This is for the beginner intermediate player that wants to take their guitar playing to the next level. And I will show you this concept from basic to advanced. So grab your guitar and let's break it down. So practicing rhythm, lead, and timing all in one little exercise is a great way to move forward in your guitar playing. It works and it's fun. This works. This will advance your guitar playing. So practicing this concept in a basic way, you would just, this is about 85 beats per minute on this metronome. Play the chord with some rhythm. And just add some elements of the B minor pentatonic scale. E minor. You get the idea. You want to pulse and adding those elements briefly of the scale, in this case B minor pentatonic. Really just using these little boxes like B.B. King does, like many players use these little 4-note boxes in the middle of the scale here. 7, 9 on the D, 7, 9 on the G string, and then a slight bend on 9. Then you pull off from 9 to 7. And know that in a couple different places on the fretboard, and then connect some of those ideas. If you have a phrase that sounds good to you, play it in a few areas of the fretboard. Just that alone with the metronome then start adding some other elements of rhythm. You can use your thumb on this for the bass note, or just play the chord, B minor, but you want to hit just one hit on the low E string on 7, and then play the chord, then twice on the low E. Here's the metronome. The goal is to do this without the metronome, but this does help you get locked into some timing here. Just that simple rhythm, and you can do that with each chord. E minor, B minor. And if you're just starting to do this, maybe that's all you can get is just that rhythm. But as you progress with this type of practice exercise, add elements of the B minor pentatonic scale in there. But we're coming up to a chord maybe some of you are familiar with and maybe not. G major 7, right within, it's in that B minor family. So 10 on the A, 9 on the D string, and then barring the G, B, and E strings in the 7th fret. And then in the little intro thing, I just hammered on and pulled off here from 7 to 8 on the B string. Great sounding chord. then it's going to F sharp 7 or the raised 9, which is F sharp 7 here, 9, 8, back to 9 on the G string. But adding this raised 9 here is an A note, 10th fret of the B string. G major 7, F sharp 7, raised 9. It's a Hendrix kind of chord. He used this chord all the time. Back to B minor. But you can use that rhythm element with all these chords. Now taking this to more of an advanced level, we would use those same concepts. And I'm going to use my thumb here, but you can again use the full chord. I'm not really good at wrapping my thumb around here, but this is comfortable because it's in the middle of the fretboard here. But mainly hitting that bass note, and you're hitting the last 3 strings here, barring here in the 7th fret. And that's why I do it, because it's easy to go to some licks from this point. It's a little harder, but it definitely can be done that way. And then we can add that little run there. So hitting that low note, 7th fret of the low E string, and then 9, 7 on the D, back to 9, 7, 9. And you can use the metronome for this too. The goal is to get your timing to where you're in the pocket without the metronome. But if you need the metronome, use it. It helps you lock in. Just that is a great way to practice. And then adding that little lick in there, that little half bend on 9 of the G string, then pull off to 9 to 7, and then back to 9 on the D string. Then you can alternate those. But when it goes to the E minor, then we take our pinky, add it to the 10th fret of the E string here, slide up 2 frets and back down. And then you can hammer on and pull off 7 to 10 on the E string, and then 8 to 10 and back to 8 on the B string with your pinky. All together. And then the G major 7. You can chromatically walk up to that. See, even when I practice, I'm acting like I have a metronome because it's important to stay in the pocket. I have my body movement, my foot's tapping here. These ideas are movable, B minor, A minor, G minor, keeping that pulse, using the chord and the scale together. Almost all pro guitar players find a way to mix these concepts together and really just play the guitar. You will get better at guitar playing by using these practice concepts. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and let's talk soon.